Unlocking Charm. Oh, this is an unusual spell book. Now, I wouldn't normally teach you this ingenious little charm so soon in your career. Still, it seems Miranda Goshawk thought you could be trusted. Pull up the text to learn about this spell. There are many ways to pass through locked doors in the magical world. See the fire-making spell, the gouging spell, and the reductor curse. Where you wish to enter or depart discreetly, however, the unlocking charm is your best friend.
That'll come in handy.
Another story, this time about the unlocking charm. Point your wand, then squeeze the T button to pull it up. You know the drill. Ready for another tale? Wand at the ready. Here we are. Want to read the story now or later? Remember, you can always hold the circle button to cancel the story anytime. Choose now or skip by pulling out one of the tabs with your wand. Let's read that later then. Right then, we'd better learn the spell. Turn the page. Ready for another tale? Wand at the ready. Here we are. Want to read the story now or later? Remember, you can always hold the circle. The famous unlocking charm was introduced to Britain in the early 1600s by a wizard thief called Eldon Elsrickle, who had fled from Britain to Africa, hoping to escape punishment for a series of robberies. Elsrickle sneaked back into the country, heavily disguised and possessed of two treasures. The first was a baby monster called a Nundu, a terrifying leopard-like creature which, when full-grown, could devour whole crowds of men in a single gulp. However, the cub could be subdued with a simple... What would you use to subdue a Nundu? Remember, hold the T button to grab it, so the cub could be subdued with a simple stunning spell. And Elsrickle intended to use it to guard his house when he was not there. Elsrickle's second treasure was the charm that he had learned from an ancient African sorcerer, Alohomora, otherwise known as the unlocking charm, or the thief's friend. Elsrickle immediately resumed his career of villainy, and no house in London, whether muggle or wizard owned, was safe. Elsrickle was soon taking home priceless jewels, paintings and antiques to the house which was occupied by his Nundu. Soon, the spectral thief of old London town was making front-page news in both the wizarding and muggle worlds. Nobody could understand how the criminal was getting in and out of houses without breaking windows or using ladders. Once in a while, Elsrickle would be surprised in the home of a fellow... Oh, another missing word. A fellow what, I wonder? Elsrickle would be surprised in the home of a fellow wizard. Whenever this happened, the cunning fellow offered to trade his fabulous new charm for his freedom. His deal was accepted so many times that soon there were a great number of so-called spectral thieves operating in the capital. Elsrickle was confident that he would never be burgled, however, because he made sure that everyone knew he owned an ever-growing... What horror did Elsrickle keep in his house? Can you remember? Everyone knew he owned an ever-growing Nundu. He put it to sleep each morning through the keyhole of his door before entering the house.
Point your wand at that paper tab on the edge of the book.
And woke it up in the same way when he left at night. Then came the fateful day when Blagden Blay, a wizard who had been burgled 19 times in 2 weeks, succeeded in inventing an anti-Alohomora charm. In a single night, the wizarding doors of London were sealed shut, and task forces were dispatched to protect Muggle houses too. On the last day of his life, Elsrickle returned home after being unable to commit a single burglary all night. Tired, frustrated, and angry, he completely forgot about putting his Nundu to sleep through the keyhole before he entered the house. The last word he ever spoke before being pounced upon and eaten was Alohomora. Eldon came to a grisly end then.